भ्रातुर विधापि ताप्ते विधाप्तेना त्वयांगो भ्रातृवत्सला. Translation. My dear son, it has been proved that you are very much affectionate towards your brother and are greatly aggravated by his being killed by the Yakshas. But just consider, for one Yaksha's offense, you have killed so many others who are innocent. You have killed many others. What did I say? That's many others who are innocent. Next words. Can recite. नायं मार्गो हि साधूनां ऋषिकेशानुवर्तिनां यदात्मनं पराग्रह्य पशुवद्भूतवैशसाम्. Translation and purport by His Excellency Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One should not accept the body as a self and thus, like the animals, kill the bodies of others. This is especially forbidden by the saintly persons who follow the path of devotional service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The word purport. The words Sadhunam Rishikeshan Vartinam is very significant. Sadhu means a saintly person. But who is a saintly person? A saintly person is he who follows the path of rendering service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Rishikesha. In the Narada Pancharatra, it is said, Rishikesha, Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. The process of rendering favorable service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead with one's senses is called bhakti or the devotion service. Therefore, why should a person who is already engaged in the service of the Lord engage himself in the personal sense gratification? Dhruva Maharaj is advised here by the Lord Manu, that since he is pure servitor of the Lord, why should he unnecessarily engage like animals in the bodily conception of life? An animal thinks that body of another animal is his food. Therefore, in the bodily concept of life, one animal attacks another. A human being, especially one who is a devotee of the Lord, should not act like this. A sadhu or a saintly person, a sadhu, a saintly person, or a saintly devotee, does not supposed to kill animals unnecessarily. I was not sharing. That I was sharing. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manubhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeyam Sri Guru Sri Yuta Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitam हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पुंगं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरोऽन्यतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम्। Hare Krishna. Thank you. Welcome everybody for joining. So, in this verse, Lord Manu, is saying to Dhruva Maharaj why he is unnecessarily killing the Yakshas. So, if we see here in this verse, we have two important, Prabhupada always says, uh, is very significant. The words that are very significant, and he stresses on that point in the entire purport. So, if you see in the previous verses, looks like Prabhupada already stressed on those points in the later, in the previous sessions, the previous verses of Srimad Bhagavatam only. He didn't stress, but for this session, we can focus on these things. Okay, my dear son, the killing of sinless yaksha, which you have undertaken, is not approved by the authorities. Means anything approved, like no, any action of ours should be approved by the authorities, and it does not befit our family, which is supposed to know the laws of religion and irreligion. So, as we all know, entire spiritual world and material world is only belongs to Krishna alone. Every one of us is a creator, maintainer, and the destroyer, and every one of us is just a visiting person in this material. Just comes and goes. So in Srimad Bhagavatam it is said that karmana devanetrena jantur deho pate, means only by the influence of karma, like how much good karma or bad karma we have accumulated, based on that devanetrena, under the supervision of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we get certain human form or certain body, animal, humans, or demigods, yakshas. So up to Brahma Loka, we get some body in any of the lokas. So, and what that the body that we got is a resultant like no what the result of all our previous karmas, like uh, finally the result is our body and our circumstances, and our circumstances are arranged in such a way that we have to undergo certain amount of pleasure, certain amount of pain, and how much we have to how much enjoyment that we can get out of this body, and how much suffering we have to undergo in this body, that is already predestined. So that's why Prabhupada says in certain words, says, Array, you're working unnecessarily. Even if you work, even if you don't work, you'll be enjoying same thing only. You'll not be you'll not be getting more than what you are entitled, or you'll not be getting any less than what you are entitled. Then what is this? So should we stop all the activities and then just keep on enjoying? No, it's not like that. Our present situation is determined by our previous karma, that is destined, that is determined before you take birth. We take birth only, but our future births will depend on our present karma. So we have to act. So basically, the actions, the karma is the one which is actually binding us to this material world. Karma bandhana, the shackles of karma. It is said that both good karma, bad karma. Good karma is like golden shackles, and bad karma is like iron shackles. Both are shackles only. So then how to execute karma? So karma should be always performed as a service to Krishna. So, okay, then can we do anything and everything as a service to Krishna? Then killing, eating meat, all those things can be done as service to Krishna. Oh, Krishna, I'm doing this for you just like that. You cannot say and perform. It has to be approved or authorized by the bona fide authorities. So, what is the proper execution of karma? Yeah, there is a verse in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Iha yasya haridase karmana manasa vacha nikhila swa api avastashu jivan muktascha uchyate. A person acting in Krishna consciousness, or in other words, in the service of Krishna with his body, mind, intelligence, and the words, is a liberated person, even within the material world. Although he may be engaged in so many so-called material activities. Okay? So that is the thing, means everything, engaging everything in the service of Krishna, working in a Krishna conscious way. So, but that Krishna conscious way has to be approved by the authorities. Why should we take instruction from the authorities how to perform our karma? Is because, see, if you want to play, all our activities should be for the pleasure of Krishna. And if you want to please somebody, you have to know how can I please you? How should I work and how should I, what should I do to please you? Then that person say, okay, you can do this for me. That is the best way. So in the same way, we cannot ask Krishna directly because we don't have access. We are not on that level to directly ask Krishna. So then we have to approach the authority, who is actually direct representation of Krishna. Who are they? Sadhu, Guru, and Shastra. Shastras which are actually given directly by Krishna, and like in the form of Vedas and Bhagavad Gita, like that, which is directly spoken by Krishna, and sadhus who actually knows the Shastras and living according to the injunctions of the Shastras. And Guru is one who is actually representative of, for us, anybody who accepted a Guru, for them, Guru is the representative of, actually it is said that Paramatma instructs in two ways. Paramatma instructs, Lord instructs in two ways in this material world. As a Paramatma from within, as a Guru from without. So, if many times the inner voice that we experience, sometimes it might be our ego also. We should be very careful. We should double check with that Guru first. If Guru is like Jai Shri Radha Gopi Jan or so one who has sincere desire to serve Krishna in any position in the body, in any circumstances, is a Jivan Mukta or liberated soul. That is the position of Paramahamsa. Jivan Mukta means that although he is living in the body, he is Paramahamsa. He is nothing to do with the body. He has everything to do with Krishna only. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quoted the following shloka from the Vishnu Purana in support of his real conception. Pramanina upakaryaya yad eveha pararthacha karmana manasa vacha tadeva matiman bhajet. A sensible man must do render service to the living beings for their benefit only. By those fruitive work, the contemplative plans and the speeches, whatever is certainly beneficial to them, both in this life and in the next. So, in this in all these three verses, everyone is stressing on the principle of engaging all our activities in the service of Krishna. And in our dealings, we should be very considerate not to perform any violence, not to give any pain to other living entities. Because whatever we give, as you sow, so shall you reap. Means whatever you give to others, that thing you come with, that thing you go through. So, but if you say, take the case of Arjuna, he was about to kill so many people, but as long as he is acting under the direct injunction, direct instructions of Krishna or authoritative person, then he will not take the responsibility. No, we always give this example, right? A military person killing so many people on the border will be glorified and awarded and rewarded. But the same military person comes and does something to any other for his selfish purpose, then that person will be court-martialed or put in the prison. So, uh, so should I always seek the guidance from Sadhu Guru Shastra? And if we don't, you know, if we don't have access to Shastras, then we can approach a Guru, a Sadhu, or if you don't have Sadhu, approach Guru. So like that, any of the three can be has to be actually all those things will be in line. Means always they are like in, agreeing each other. I'm not getting the right term. They are in conjunction with each other. Can we say like that? In synchronous. Okay. So it's not. Yes, they none of. Yeah, they are in agreement with each other, not in sync actually. Sync means same thing has to go. So, but Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, but what will happen if we don't actually follow this thing, like our so-called God brothers, Ritviks? They actually invented one philosophy directly take from initiation from Prabhupada and no need of any guru. So that kind of what will happen? The Krishna himself says, Yashasamimisrija vartate kama karaka nasa siddhim avapnoti nasukamna paramgatim. So he who disregards the scriptural injunctions and acts according to his own whims and attains neither perfection nor happiness nor the supreme destination. So no Vaishnava offense, but they it is said that in scriptural injunction itself, they cannot attain any perfection. They may be doing something, but they kamagarakai. Whatever they contemplated, they are doing without any injunction. So, what to speak about them? Even ourselves also sometimes we think that we are doing service to Krishna by mental speculation. We speculate something. If you want to do something, oh, I know the mood of my Guru Maharaj, or I know the mood of my authorities. I got the experience. Like actually yesterday, Anar Yatra, right? And the middle, like your good self only came and asked, where is water? Nobody, everybody is suffering. Yeah, somebody. And then I'm not the authority person. I'm not the person who has to take the decision. So, but I was also personally feeling thirsty and exhausted. Since I have the request of other devotees also, I will go and get some water bottles. Yeah. So go and get water bottles. So as soon as but the person didn't came for the until the Ratha is over, and finally he came with bottles at the end. Which Yugal said, who authorized you to buy these bottles? Who told you to get these bottles? Means, hmm? I gave your name. So no, I told him to go and buy. Then said, why you told? You didn't ask me permission like that. Means, so the mood of what is Prabhuji's mood is, let us keep our entire Radha plastic free. So, but me acting whimsically, taking decision without proper approval, I actually, in one sense, violated that thing. It's only like one case of water bottle, how much like at most $10-15. It's not about money, it's about the principle, the mood. Prabhuji wanted to keep entire Yatra plastic free. Of course, the spoons are plastic only. You can't avoid that. So, like that, we never know what is the mood of authority. We have to first check with them first, and then we have to act. So, like that, when the authoritative person says something, a guru says something, like see, the authority can be of different levels. There are Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, like with respect to ISKCON, like JBC is authority after Prabhupada. So when they say something, we have to at least try our best to follow that. And then if we can't do, or if you think that something is better, we have to discuss with them before we go and do that. So otherwise, it will become kamakaraka, means acting according to your own means, which will displease the authority, which will in turn, which will displease Krishna. And the responsibility, and the responsibility we have to take, we ourselves has to take. But what will happen if we actually do our work only as per the instructions of authority? Means this karma bandhana. So it is said that, right, there is karma, there is akarma, there is vikarma. So karma will give bad results. Karma will give good results, right? Karma will give good results. Akarma will give bad results, and vikarma will give bad results, and akarma will give no results. So when we act under the injunction of that, under the approval of authorities, then we will not have any reaction. Even if Dhruva Maharaj is killing so many actions, if it is authorized by the authorities, okay, if somebody says a sadhu or a guru or a bona fide representative of the Lord said, okay, you go and kill, just like the way Krishna said to Arjuna, you go and kill, then he will got no sin. But if he doesn't act, there is a nice what do you call instance, like Vishnu Maharaj. He was very truthful from right from the beginning, like right from his birth. He is very truthful. So and in the Kurukshetra, there was a situation that Bhishma was killed and Dronacharya was the now commander, and he was given a lot of hard time. Like Dronacharya is like so powerful personality, nobody is able to face him. What to speak of killing him? And Arjuna is the only person who can actually counteract Dronacharya. But Arjuna is Guru Bhakti. He cannot do that. I better defeated my Guru rather than fight with him. So he will not fight to his full power. So Krishna, then they devise a plan. Now Dronacharya has to be somehow, he should be killed. But as long as Dronacharya has this, what do you call, bow in his hand, nobody will be able to face him. Even Drishtadyumna, who was born to kill Dronacharya, is no way matched to Dronacharya. So then they devised a plan. I think Krishna only said, okay, now you, Bhima, go and kill Ashwadhama. Not Ashwadhama, the actual son. There is an elephant named Ashwadhama. So, and then announce that Ashwadhama is killed. And definitely Dronacharya knows the mentality of Bhima, because Bhima sometimes lies, sometimes speaks words out of proportion. So he will not believe, Dronacharya will not believe Bhima, but he will directly come to Yudhishthira Maharaj and checks with you. Is it true? Then you have to say, Dronacharya is killed. Sorry, Ashwatthama is killed. So then Bhima goes and kills the elephant named Ashwatthama. And then he says, Ashwatthama Hatha, Ashwatthama Hatha. He was shouting, and everybody is shocked, and everybody is looking, Ashwatthama is killed, Ashwatthama is killed. Dronacharya, this news goes to Dronacharya. Dronacharya goes to Yudhishthira Maharaj. So actually what happened at that point of time when Krishna said, you have to tell to Dronacharya that it is true that Ashwatthama is killed. Then at that point of time, Yudhishthira Maharaj says, Krishna, I will never say a lie. So until this point of time, Yudhishthira Maharaj's chariot was not touching the ground, because that is a respect that Mother Earth is giving to Yudhishthira Maharaj because of his Dharmashila, because he is truthful and is follower of Dharma. Dharma means Dharmantu Sakshat Bhava Pranitam. Whatever God said, whatever Krishna says, if you follow that, you will be very pleasing to everybody. So then, as soon as this thing happened, immediately Yudhishthir's chariots fell on the ground because he disobeyed Krishna. He actually thought of disobeying Krishna. That is adharma. So then immediately he realized what Krishna is saying. Then Krishna says, you don't have to worry about it. Say like this. That way, you can say Ashwadhama Hata. Then Kunjara can say mildly. So that he hears only Ashwadhama Hata. Because no Narva Ashwadhama Hata Kunjara. So like that, when Ashwadhama, like Bhima kills elephant, Dronacharya goes to Yudhishthira Maharaj to confirm, and Yudhishthira says Ashwadhama Athaha. Then this is Kunjaraha. So then, as soon as, because he is already in anxiety because of losing his son, he hears only the first part, Ashwadhama Atara, from Yudhishthira Maharaj's mouth, but last words he speak very mildly, Kunjara. So like that, Dharma should be only performed for the pleasure of Krishna, for the pleasure of Guru. Guru is direct representative of Krishna. So, but if we speculate, if you do something other than which is not pleasing to Krishna, then we have to take the responsibility. So that's why we daily in the morning we sing Saksha Daritrena Samasta Shastrai. Guru is the Samambana of all the Shastras will say that Guru has to be worshipped like Krishna. And he is the conclusion of all the Shastras. He is the representative of Krishna. Why he is the representative of Krishna? Kintu Prabhu Priya Eva Tasya means is the most dear to Krishna because he actually brought the message of Krishna to us and he is the representative of Krishna. So that's why we have to be very, very careful and very, very, particular about following these three authoritative injunctions, sadhu, guru, and shastra. Then our life will be free from all the karmic reactions. And then, as Krishna says, right, siddhim, you can get siddhi in your bhakti, and then sukham will be happy in this life, and you can achieve paramgatim also, even the ultimate perfection of going back to Godhead also. So just by simple, like that's why Prabhupada said, Prabhupada said, chant minimum 16 rounds and follow 4 principles. And some devotees will speculate on them also. I'll chant. Yeah, chanting more rounds is good. But you should not speculate, okay, instead of chanting, I will do other things. That is a speculation. So whatever is told, whatever is given by Guru, you have to follow to the point, without any deviation, without any speculation. So that is what I can speak of today. If anybody have any questions or comments. Yeah. No, no. It's a snake. So, yes, yes. Yeah, I mean to say, like even if you know that is not true, you still have to just take it. So that is on different level. If I were there, I'll go, Guruji, this is not true. This is snake. I will go and. So that is like no like you said Rajguru was saying, right? If Guru says, can you see the stars in the daylight? Can you see that star in the daylight? And you are yes, yes, Guruji, I can see two stars. So like that, if we are like that, means like we have to be so submissive. You don't have to go anything against Guru, but unless Guru asks, unless Guru asks for opinion, we should not say that.
So that it is not approved by the authority. Could have just simply said it is not approved by me, right? But he is not saying like that because Manu's duty actually refers to whatever Manu Maharaj remembers from Brahmaji, right? Because he compiled it, he wrote it, he shared it with everyone. It is not his own made up. Dharmastu Sakshat Bhagavat Pranita. So there's a nice example. Authority is Krishna himself. And the Manusmriti also represents what Krishna has laid down the rules for living the pious life, the righteous life. That was very nice. That Manu Maharaj himself said it's not approved by the authority. And we, out of ignorance, not knowing anything, we start condemning Manu. Oh, Manu wrote this, Manu wrote, Manu Smriti is written by Manu, so condemn Manu. They actually not Manu Maharaj. Manu Maharaj is just the via media, somebody compiled everything for the benefit of humanity.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Krishna Kumar was saying about Manusmriti. Some people actually uh, say that Manusmriti is given by Manu, but it is not applicable like that. So actually, in Manusmriti, what happened? Manu himself says in the beginning or at the end, he says that these are the rules applicable to present situation, but this can be changed with the time, place, circumstances by the authorized person. So he says that. But what some people take, you cannot take that like no to take that things as it is. Literally, you not so like then that's why like a lot of feminist people they'll be very much anti-against Manu. No, he said Manu says these rules has to be changed according to time, circumstances. See, like in the olden days, women are always the chastity of women was given the highest priority. I mean, topmost place in the civil circles. Like that's why they were trained by the father. They were taught by father only in their home. They don't even send them to Gurukul under to study under a male person. And after the marriage, she will be under the guidance of a husband who is a qualified person. But nowadays, what happening? Father doesn't have that knowledge or maturity to teach the basic scriptures or injunctions to anybody. And husbands are they think that wife is for my exploitation. The wife has to serve even if he is not qualified or so she should be subservient. But that those if you take the prescriptions that are mentioned by Manu are meant just the way if a child is become arrogant, it is a responsibility of parent to correct the child. The same way, under the perfect conditions, like father has very well qualified, and husband is also very well qualified at a great Vaishnava, great devotee, and he knows how to, like know what guide and all. Under those circumstances, if there are some deviations, and it is a responsibility of the husband to correct the wife like that. So that's why and all those, especially mainly with respect to Manusamhita, Manusmriti, right? Manusmriti, only the way women are treated, that is the main concern, and the way Sudras are treated. So, though, but if you see the peace of mind and the family culture, how families used to be so united, now divorce are happening just like that. And until I came to US, I didn't even see one divorce case in my from my. Actually, until recently, no, but like that, no direct connection, like no, nothing related to me directly. Somebody whom I know personally never divorced. Only like no, I heard that there is a thing as divorce, but after coming here, like after few years now, then only I saw that divorce is happening. Divorce are very common. So it is because the culture, because the disturbance will come in any family if you are not able to handle the situations with this partner. Like how can you the same other partner also will have the same uh, like no lust, greed, anger, envy, all those anarthas. So in those days they used to tolerate, they used to know like they used to give the example of Lord Ram. Lord Ram, when Rama took Mother Sita and went, Prabhupada says Lord Ram could have come back to kingdom and then married another Sita. There is thousands of Sitas would are available to him. But he didn't do that because it is a responsibility of the husband to give protection, to bring back the wife. That's why he has done so much to get back his wife. So, like, and with respect to Mother Sita also, like we see so many chaste ladies in the scriptures, they actually go beyond the limits to serve the husband and be with the husband. So that kind of sacrifice will actually, in like not only in the like family life, in even in the brahmacharya ashram also, even like anywhere, the sacrifice will sweeten up the relationship how we are sacrificing for the pleasure of other devotees, then it will actually, it will like that other person will remember, oh, I gave so much trouble to this person, but still this person tolerated me. And then such a confidence will develop on the other person. He will never leave me that like no, he will never leave me even if I'm something goes wrong on my behalf also. Then that kind of confidence will develop. But if you are not able to tolerate, then just just like what they are saying, right? What do you call? Love at first sight and break up at first fight. Then, then that kind of person will go nowhere. They'll just be like so. Whatever the scriptures are saying, whatever they have to be in an ideal situation, but time, place, circumstances. Like you see the world is changing like so fast. Like now this now gay marriages and then all those things are coming up. And now what you call anybody can say I'm not man or I'm not woman. They're changing definitions of man and women also. So such a what do you call? I don't know what to term it. The things are coming up more and more as Kaliga progress. So it is our duty as of now to take shelter. Uh, we should not take this situation for granted and try not to come for another life in this material world again, because by the time we come, how it will be, we don't know. Him or her. I don't identify myself as a man. Then you should call a woman. I don't identify myself as a woman. Then you should eat. So that is so that is the degradation of Kaliga is exponential. So if you see the access, even a small child can access any website in anywhere around the world. The information is overloaded, information about, and of course devotees are doing their best to put the spiritual information also in the internet. But it is very difficult having so much of freedom, so much of now there is no privacy at all. Everywhere you go, you have to carry phone, and you have access to everybody, even if you go to the forest also. So there is no point. So that is a degradation.
access for Rudra's people or going into the temple temple or studying Vedas and things like that. Those are contention, like things that are confrontation. But as you said, it is time, place, and circumstance. He didn't live 5,000 years back, but like we have not there, so it is very hard for us to speculate and understand why it was stated, why, how it was stated, how it was followed.
Yeah, Manusmriti actually mainly focuses on not living comfortable in this material world. Manusmriti focuses on mainly how to perform your activities, do the needful in this year, and then get out of here and then go back to Godhead. So even if a Sudra, he actually works and serves whoever is serving a Brahmana, Kshatriya, and a Vaishya, with dedication, with honor and sincerity, is more than a Brahmana of this age. If you see the qualifications of a Sudra in the Bhagavad Gita, we don't even the Brahmanas don't even match that qualification. What to speak of Brahmana of those age, mental purity, the cleanliness, so there is no point. Then that's why just adjustments are required for that. So everybody is a Sudra. So, but we have to do the best of what we got. But there we need somebody should be a sannyasi, somebody should be a brahmana should be there. So at least in the nominal perspective, it will happen. The deity worship and the culture, and it will enable us to perform more, to concentrate on chanting, and chant, like, because chanting is the main thing in this Kali Yuga. Simplifying. Chalo. 20th Tantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad ki jai, Anand Purishna ki jai. Please forgive me if I spoke anything wrong and beyond my qualification as your humble servant. Vancha kalpatarubhyo kripa sindhubhyo jabatanam bhavani vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai, Sri Prabhupada ki jai.